Hey folks, it's me, Jer, from the Northland chapter of the Mutual UFO Network, and I'm here today with Northland's Spotlight Case of the Month. Now, each month we're going to dig into our archives and we're going to find an intriguing and real UFO encounter that happened right here within our region. So if you're into strange sightings and real life mysteries, then you've come to the right spot. So let's sit back, relax, keep that mind open, and let's step into the spotlight. It began with a forgotten drive and a missing stretch of time and the strangest picture he had ever taken. A man, his wife, and their young child were returning to Wahpeton. The drive should have been uneventful, but for some reason, it took longer than it should have, but they had no idea why. Weeks later, the man would develop a roll of film, and among the photos, one stood out. A strange, glowing red arch burned into the frame like a scar across the night sky. He didn't remember taking it, but staring into that picture, it all started to come back to him. He started to remember he was being held down by three beings. Two of them grew frustrated, but one stayed. And all the while, he heard them in his mind. "You're confused," they said. "You're just confused." The next thing that he remembers, he says that he was led, not forced, but escorted back to his truck. Still under their control, but slowly beginning to regain his thoughts, he noticed his wife and child were not there. He had no idea where they were, and that concerned him. He then had a single moment of clarity. A single thought jumped into his mind. "I need proof." He quickly reached into his truck and opened the glove box, grabbing a camera that he had inside. He leaned over the hood of his truck and snapped the picture. It was a moment frozen in time and burned into his memory. Although he does remember the beings telling him, "That won't turn out. No one will know what that is anyway." But then they were gone. His wife and child were now in the truck with him, and they were driving home. And soon after that, he had forgotten the whole thing. After the trip, he had found a small sore just below his navel. It was roughly the size of a pencil tip, and it healed very slowly. A scan conducted by a MUFON investigator indicated the presence of a small object beneath the skin, possibly metallic, with faint electrical emissions. At this point, the witness declined any further medical investigation. He was deeply conflicted. His faith, his fear, and the unknown all clashing in his mind. He did sign over the photo to MUFON, and he did share what he could. A neighbor would later describe him as an intelligent, honest, and deeply respected in the community. Not someone prone to fantasy, not someone seeking attention, just a man who saw something he is never going to forget. The photo remains unexplained. The memory recovered only in pieces. But one thing is certain. Something happened that night, deep in the North Dakota Badlands, and whatever it was, it left its mark. Another encounter, another mystery, a reminder that something is happening just beyond the edge of what we understand. So here at Northland MUFON, we are dedicated to investigating these cases, supporting these witnesses, and advancing the search for truth one report at a time. So if you have seen something strange, or if you have had an experience that you just cannot explain, please don't stay silent. You can report it at northlandmufon.com. Thank you for watching this month's Spotlight Case, and if you found it compelling, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us reach more people who are searching for the answers. Truth is out there. Just keep watching the skies.